Hi everybody, this is Ospreyeye from mychartcoach.com, and in this video we're going to take a look at some of the stocks that were in play today. Okay, so first up is RCON. This was the big winner today. It ended up closing up 108%, so that was a really sweet move. It had the gap up open on good news, and then it just kept running. It did pull back from high of day, so you've got RSI up here 88, Fasto's at 71, and then yeah, there's a nice crossover here on ADX. So the big move today was on a giant volume spike. The share price did close well above the upper Bollinger Band. The EMA4 at 148 is the first support level on the daily chart. And yeah, it's currently trading above all the moving averages on the daily chart. So that was a huge move above the 100, 200, 300 and 50-day simple moving averages. So yeah, so since RCON is breaking out, we need to look at the weekly chart to check out where the next resistance level is at. And as you can see here, it's hitting the 200 and 300 week moving averages at 208 and 211. That's the blue and red lines. Okay, so it did close above both levels today. This chart will not set. The candle for this week will not set till the closing bell on Friday. So it'll be important that it closes above that level if you are a bull. If it pulls back, the closing price from back here in 2015, it looks like the December 2015, that'll be the big level to hold below below the 200 and 300 week moving averages. If you look above the 200 and 300 week moving averages, the key level to break is the 2015 February close. So that was where the high has been hit for this week so far. And if it can get above that level, it looks like this support level from back here around 350 is going to be a big level. And then for a big push, the key resistance is going to be up here at 525. So just you know, giving you some targets to the upside if it does break resistance and keeps running. This is a huge volume spike here. If you see it stall out and it pulls below the 200 and 300 week moving averages, you're going to be your signal that could possibly consolidate. You've got EMA4 down here at 147 is the first key support level. There was a P-star bull flip. You've got the yeah, giant volume spike this week. Okay, so take a look at PLG. Okay, so this closed up 22%. It had this really nice close today above the 50-day simple moving average, currently at 0.487. That's this green line. We want to see that level turn into support. It did close well above the upper Bollinger Band, so if the candles do work back into the bands, you just want to see, it would be best if it held EMA4 at 45, basically 45 cents. As long as the middle Bollinger Band down here at 40 holds, this uptrend that started with the close above the middle Bollinger Band on the 9th should continue. Now, if it holds above the 50-day simple moving average, that's going to be very bullish. Notice there was a big volume spike today, and what it's going to need to do is break through this 55. Notice that was a big consolidation area back here in August. If you can get above that, then you've got descending resistance up here around 625, and then you've got the 100-day simple moving average currently at 68, and that's lining up with this high close from September, which was just about 70. So those are some targets to the upside. Keep an eye on PLG. It had some good news today. Okay, so take a look at PN. Okay, so yeah, this is an insurance broker. It's got the RSI now above 50. It's at 57, so that's a big signal. The chart's heating up. It hadn't been above 50 since back here in August. So yeah, so that was a big move. You got Fasto broke above 50, and so this heated up on Friday. It had a close above the middle Bollinger Band, which is the dotted purple line at 118. That was signaling the possible start of a new uptrend. It did run up to the 50-day simple moving average on Friday, and it pulled back. Notice how it formed a long upper wick, but on Monday, it ended up running again. It closed again above the middle Bollinger Band, so it looks like a new uptrend is starting. It broke the 50-day simple moving average intraday, and so what we're looking for is a close above that level, similar to PLG from today. We want to see a close above that 50-day simple moving average. If it can do that and turn that level into support, notice it's lining up with the key support level from August here at 150. If it can turn that into support, then it could possibly run up here to the 100-day simple moving average at 180. 186. Notice there's been good volume the last 2 days. Recent PSAR bull flip, and then yeah, you've got the crossovers here on MACD on both time frames. Okay, so take a look at AKER. Okay, so this is a stock where a bounce play setup that we're looking at. So it's been down 2 days in a row. Notice how it was above 70 and above 80, above 70 on RSI at overbought and above 80 on Fasto at overbought. Now RSI came down and it did close below 50. It needs to bounce and get back above 50 to stay bullish. Our Fasto did drop below 20, so it is now at oversold levels. So it's temporarily oversold. Notice how last week on Thursday there was a big run all the way up to the 300-day simple moving average up here at 180, and the share price pulled back. It ended up closing below the 200-day simple moving average at 127. At that level failed to break failed to close above that level on Friday, and the share price pulled back. It ended up closing below the 100-day simple moving average as well at 108. That did signal downside risk, and then today it had another big drop. It ended up closing below the 50-day simple moving average, which is at 94, and it did close right below the middle Bollinger Band at 90. And so what we're looking for now is a technical bounce off the middle Bollinger Band. It was trying to hold that 88 to 90 support level throughout the trading day, and what we're looking for is a possible bullish reversal pattern forming tomorrow, possible bounce. What we want to see is a close back above the 50-day simple moving average. If it closes again below the middle Bollinger Band, that's going to signal downside risk, and it could get a downtrend going. The big support level below is 80. Notice how that was support back here in the first week of August. If it drops below that, that could signal continuation of this previous downtrend. So it's super important that it bounces off the middle Bollinger Band here in order to keep the uptrend that started here on the 9th with the close above. It needs to hold that level to keep it going. If you look here at the 15-minute chart, and so this is what caught our eye here as another reason why it looks like it could be setting up for a bounce, is not only is it hitting the middle Bollinger Band on the daily chart, but if you look here on the 15-minute chart, I know there's a lot of lines on here, so I apologize for that, but the blue, red, and blue line here are the blue line is the 300 simple moving average currently at 91, and the red line is the 200 simple moving average currently at 95, and so it was hitting that support level today. It kept flirting with trying to break above that. It was hitting that into the close, and so we're looking for a technical bounce off of the 300 simple moving average. Notice how tight the Bollinger Bands are currently. You've got the upper Bollinger Band at 91 and the lower Bollinger Band at 87. So this is set up to either pop or drop tomorrow. Yesterday or on you look here on Friday, it closed with the tight Bollinger Bands, but then it broke down today, and that signaled downside risk. And so what we're looking for now is a break above that 300-week moving average, and then it's got to get above the 200, the 50, and the 100 simple moving averages. Once it gets above the 100 simple moving average, that's currently the top moving average, that would be a signal that it's ready for more upside potential. So we're going to see if it can break. Notice how there's this long falling wedge pattern, and then it started going sideways. It looks like it could possibly break out of that level. If it drops below 87, that's going to signal downside risk. Notice there were crossovers on MACD on both time frames today on the 15th. This is the 15-minute chart. And then take a look at PSAR. Notice that the green dots started way up here above the candles on the 12th, and then now they're all, and they did have a flip here, and then there was a PSAR bear flip this morning, and then now that the PSAR is setting up for another flip. PSAR is currently, parabolic SAR is currently at 91, so when the share price hits that level and breaks above it, it's gonna the dots are gonna flip below the candles, and so that would be a signal the chart is heating up. Okay, so take a look at GLNNF. Okay, this is a OTC stock that it has had a nice technical bounce off the middle Bollinger Band today. As you can see here, it had pulled back 4 days in a row, and then it hit the middle Bollinger Band currently at 486 and bounced off that level. It looks like bullish one white soldier reversal pattern formed. We're looking for a close above EMA 8 at 58. That's the lime line. That would signal more upside. As long as the middle Bollinger Band holds, the middle Bollinger, the uptrend is intact. If there's a close below the middle Bollinger Band, then you could see a pullback, a downtrend could begin, and you could see a potential drop down to that 50-day simple moving average. To the upside, the top level to break is 80 cents here. That's this doji close here on the 9th. We're looking for a potential play back here in between 60 and 66. If you look here at the 15-minute chart for GLNF, it became in play today on the move above the middle Bollinger Band and then above the 50 simple moving average. These two candles put it in play. The 50 simple moving average held. The middle Bollinger Band held throughout the day. It was able to break above the 100 simple moving average here towards the end of the day, and that level did hold into the close. The next level we're looking to break is 60 cents here at the 300 simple moving average. If that can break, it looks like it could run up here to the 200 simple moving average at 66 cents. And then if you look here at the GLNFF weekly chart, this just started trading back here in February. And so it had very light volume at the beginning of trading for the stock, and then in August, notice the big volume spike. This is a weekly chart, so each candle is 1 week of trading, and so it's had this very nice strong uptrend. It closed below EMA 4 last week, and now it's back above that level, and so we want to see it close above EMA 4 at 513 for the week, and then the big level to break to the upside is 725, which was the closing price on the first week of October. So yeah, this is a really nice uptrend. Okay, thank you very much for viewing this video. If you'd like to learn more about charts and technical analysis, check us out at mychartcoach.com and our YouTube channel at mychartcoach.com. Okay, thank you.